the first Python tutorial that I'm especially making for my students whom I'm teaching Python these days. So I want to tell you that as you all know, I'm associated with naas.ai. So here's their interface, and they have launched naas version 2, which is like this. Okay, here you can search any of the template, like I can search for it and you can see. Okay, so it's there, and you can like search Google and you'll have templates for Google. Okay, so I hope it's clear for you, and even it has three kind of app. One is NAS search, which you have seen. Other is my chat GPT, which will use my own data, and the NAS lab, which you casually uses. Okay, so I'm heading towards the tutorials here. You guys can sign up too. I'll show you how you sign up. Okay, so first we'll see the Python basics and introduction to Python. Okay, so as you all know, Python is a very simple language and has a very straightforward syntax. It's pretty easy. Like you can see, whenever a programmer learns a new language, what he first tries to print is hello world. Like he is saying hello to the world, and it's here, you can see. Okay, and if you want to further read about it, go to python.org, python.org, this and this. And I can add one more site, that is Python for everybody, this one. Okay, Python for everybody. Here you can learn Python for free. Okay, so moving towards the next slide. Okay, as you all know, what is variable? Variable is used to store information and to be referenced and manipulated in a computer program. Okay, well, in my opinion, variable holds the value. Okay, and it is said here that it is helpful to think variables as containers that hold information, which means any of the variable is there, so it will be holding any of the information, like it would be changed during the program or before the program or after the program. Okay, so variable is like you can say container, or you can say any of the box that is storing the value. Sorry. Okay, now now it says that how can you name the variable. You can obviously use alphanumerical characters, you can obviously use some of the names, but you cannot use the reserved words. Okay, which are here. In addition, there are a number of Python keywords that cannot be used as variable names. Here's the list. Okay, and now you can see how to assign a variable. Like it is simple that you will use assignment operator for assigning a variable, and this is the assignment operator, equal sign. You can see it's over here, and when I will see the type of it, you will see this is what, float. And floats are those variables which have what, decimal points. Okay, and this is what, integer. All right, okay, where is y? There's no y. It is throwing a variable and it will give you what, name error, like it is not defined. Okay, it is not defined. All right, so what is a type in Python? This is a good question. So in every of the system you have like different kind of data types. So here the type is relating to the data type. So here you can see the classification of data items, or to put the data value into some sort of data category is called data types. While every data types helps you to perform some kind of operation and to execute some kind of operation or function. Alright, so here you can see that we are doing some Python numbers. There are two main types of Python numbers are integer and float. Okay, the only difference between floating points and integers is decimal points. Floating point number can be represented as 1.0 or 1.0, like it is what a decimal point decimal number. Integer can be represented as 1 integers. Alright, like it is a comment. It is what? Comment. Okay, so it is saying x equals to 1, and when we execute it, it's give us what? Its type. And when we execute 1.0, it gives us what? Its type with float. Alright, a string is a sequence of Unicode characters. In Python, a string is called as str. Alright, now what is happening here? You can say a string is a what? Combination of alphanumeric words. Alright, like here you can see exclamation mark is there. You can add numbers with it, and it will be what? A string. Some examples of strings are addresses. Alright, your passport numbers is example of a string. Okay, and boolean types. Boolean types are very useful to create conditions in your code. Okay, one more thing. Whenever you want user to answer you in true or false, you can use boolean to set the condition for that function. Like if here you can see if b1 equals true, like we can write if b1 equals true, then you can set the color to red. Okay, or if b1 equals to false, which is the else for the part of if, so then it will be set to blue or stay same. Okay, so now you can use a Python list. Okay guys, you remember that we all make some kind of list, either it's grocery list, either is list for shopping, either is list for taking some gym stuff and all, either we making a routine list. So list is having some kind of items which is in some kind of order or sequence. So there's one more thing, that you can remove things from the list and add things to the list. Okay, and list can have what? Different types of items. Right, there's a thing called dictionary. If you remember, when you have used the dictionaries, it has a key and its value. Like for example, if we take the A as an alphabet, which is a key, and there is a word that is and ant has a key of A, where we can find the and in. So here you can see if we set like my key to my value, so I can check my value using my key. Alright, and there are two other stuff types, that is Python tuple and Python sets. You guys can go over here. I'll add these article links in that, so you can obviously check the video. And there are operators, some are arithmetic operators which are known to everybody, like plus, minus, multiply, division and power. Like you use double asterisk. Okay, here you can see 2 raised to the power 3, which is equals to 8, which also means 2 in by 2 by 2. Alright, the boolean operator is spelled out as the words and or not. Alright, like it will like give you what comparison between two, that it is it like and means that this and this should be done, not means this should not be done, or means either this or this. All right, comparison operator. Okay, these are the comparison operators which will help you compare two of the values, either they are lesser or equal, either they are greater or equal, or sometimes they are identical. But there's one logic that you need to understand, that some of the list and some of the variables cannot be same due to the memory address. Like here you can see this, that L1 is L2, it cannot be, like its memory address is different and its memory address is different. Alright, and you can study all about this further to these websites and over that buy for E. Alright, see you in the next tutorial. Have a good day.